Welcome to Lady Cadence Island. This is Sarah, and in my last video I showed you how I had made some really big changes to the back of my island, and I had swapped out all of the 7th anniversary decorations with the Veniset that I had put on Sunflower Island. So this is just a reminder of how it looks now. Now in that video I actually had the fountain behind the estate, but I moved it back into the front. I think it just looks better. It's a lot easier to really highlight it, make it look pretty. So I really like this version much better. And I do still like having Veniset on Orchid because it does work well with the estate, the restaurant, and those of course are buildings that cannot be moved to other islands, the coin producing buildings. And also because of the shape of this top left corner, you've got a lot more space horizontally, so you can fit this whole strip of buildings in, plus the tile, and it just doesn't look as crowded as it did on Sunflower. So that is the top part of Orchid. Again, for my last video, this is a little update, again with the fountain in the front, like this much better. And as a reminder, I will show you what Sunflower looks like now. Again, some very minor changes since the video. Most of this is the same as the video, of course. I did add in a couple of those fences here to the top so it's balanced with the bottom part, spread things out a little bit more, but basically it's all the same. So just a really beautiful kind of celebration destination island. I love having the pond in the back. I think it looks much nicer that way. And again, it's a lot more nature elements plus the party elements, which fit so much better on this island, which is so small, and you just can't fit too much on here without it looking really funny and squished. And of course the central part of the island is the mansion and these buildings that were for the wedding set. Now one is a restaurant on the right, then the chapel of course to the left, but that all works nicely for kind of a destination island. So again, that's my Sunflower. That was from my last video, but there were some minor little changes since that video I wanted to show you all. Okay, back to Orchid. So you'll see here there are some minor changes even at the beginning of this island. I used to have that white and green checkerboard grass around this fountain, and it was more squared off, and instead I have inverted the fence so it's more of a kind of a square, like a check or a plus sign rather. So there's just more green grass here, so more space, not as crowded. Took out the white checkerboard grass that was in here, as well as all that was in here, and I removed the market square that was right here because I'm gonna use that in a highlighted way in the back of the island. So again, just trying to make more space here, make it look more breathable, just pretty much gonna keep this as it is. Now the back of the island I've done a huge amount to, and I'm going to be doing a huge amount to, because as I've been telling you, I've been planning on moving all the fall decorations to Marigold. Now they are just stacked in tight on Marigold because I still have to open a lot of mist there, and they're stacked in on Snowdrop as well as I decorate. So my goal is, I'm not worried about what Marigold looks like right now. I'm not worried about what Snowdrop looks like. However, I'm not using them as junk islands because those are actual decorations I plan to use on Marigold once it opens up, and there's no sense in leaving empty space on an island that I don't currently have decorations for, because I don't have decorations much for Snowdrop. So I might as well use that space that I have to increase my flower count. And as I said, those are decorations that will be going on Marigold. All my carnival items I moved off of Orchid and put onto Snowdrop for now. Now I also moved these greenhouses over from Willow because I plan on building greenhouses, but in order to help me as I decorate, I need to actually see how it looks. So for me, it was easier just to move these directly from Willow, and then when I save up enough coins, I will build the new greenhouses onto Willow again, and that way, like, they've already got their space where they belong, so I don't have to worry about planning that out. But you'll notice with these greenhouses, the door is on the left-hand side, so when you want to make a symmetrical look to it, you have to really think through how to do that, and I wasn't going to do that with a build, you know, just not knowing exactly how it looks. I really want to see exactly how it's going to look. So that's why I took those from Willow, put them here, and that means I will be needing to save up for 2 greenhouses as well as 2 of these alcoves and 1 of these annexes. So that's what I'm going to be spending the rest of the month saving coins up for. And again, that's going to help me progress a ton of scenes with flowers and also just give me the look I want, because for Orchid, I want this to be a perpetually spring, summer feel to it on Orchid, because we've got Marigold, which is fall themed. It has all the fall leaves surrounding the island already. It's a fall island. Snowdrop, of course, is a winter island, so I don't really want snowy things or fall things on my Orchid. I want this to be strictly summer and spring. So the first thing I did was to clear up everything that was fall and carnival, put it over onto Marigold and Snowdrop, and then I just stored everything in my boat, the rest of the items from this top part of Orchid, so I could think through what I wanted to do. Now, I did keep most of the water in place. I scooted things around a little bit. That was my first focus, was the water, because if you'll remember that completion prize for the November set was the waterfall, so I moved that actually over to Laurel because I think it looks nice, and I swapped it out with this, the little goats that I have here. They're so cute and they fit more of the spring look, so I put those here in place of that fall waterfall. And I'm going to have my barn here, I know, because I noticed that the Sweep the Board prize coming up is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be these cute little cows going over a bridge with water and the same springy grass. So that's going to match perfectly in this section. I'll have my barn over here with the animals and the fence and whatnot. So that I kind of knew I wanted. I did scoot my stilt house down to where I used to have that November house on the water, the boat house. Remove those. Those are going to go to Marigold. They're already on Marigold, rather. Along with that marvelous item, the boat that went with it. I love these fluffies. They're so cute. I'm going to keep one more. Actually, I have one more already that I kept. That's also going on Marigold because they're adorable little otters. But those are the only marvelous items I'm keeping. I immediately place and sell my duplicate marvelous items because, as a reminder, I want to be getting the pumpkin value for them so I can continue to progress through travels more quickly, as well as try to earn star boxes. So there's no point for me to save them all to the end of the month because, as I said, I view them as free coins. I just ignore the flower count when it goes down. When you first place it, just totally ignore that. Sell it immediately. Your flower count goes right back to where it was before you placed it. And then you're also, as I said, you're still getting these little pumpkins to move forward in travels, as well as aiming for those star boxes. So that's what I do. Just a really quick tip there. All right, so as I said, I knew I wanted my water here because I still have this boat that looks like it's going through like a channel here. Wanted to keep that. Wanted to have the waterfall coming through where it looks like it's coming from the water there. So I knew I was going to keep most of these items the same. And I also knew I wanted to do something really big with this market square here and make it really pretty because I'd like to use this as like a place where I have extra room for gift bushes. You see a couple gift bushes here I've got by the greenhouses. I really want to make this a gorgeous flower full part of the island. And of course that also works with that beautiful primrose picket fence and the houses because they've got flowers all on them. So that's why I want to keep Orchid as spring, summer, always, because these don't fit otherwise. They just don't match, and I can't use all my flowers the way that I want to. And as a reminder, gift bushes can only stay on Orchid, just like your coin producing buildings. So this is what I have so far. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to incorporate my firehouse, the farmer's market. I will have my winery, and of course all the vineyard and all those plants going in. I want to have the plant section kind of in the same spot. So I've got to think through that. I also have the little yard sale type house, which is super cute, and I need to think through how I want to put that in. Let me scroll through some of these items here. Of course, car wash things, the guy selling milk, that will go by the farmer's market, the vegetable patches, all that growing area, these little flourishing archways, all of that section needs to go in. Wine tasting, and that little shed. There's tons of buildings and things that need to be packed in here, and still I want to leave space for extra flowers and gift bushes, etc. So I really have to think through how I'm going to do all of this. There's the bargain bonanza. That's the other thing I need to figure out how to get in. So tons of things I need to think through, but I wanted to show you the initial the start of it, because every time you think decorating, you have to have an initial plan and your basic focus, get that in place first, and then you can kind of build around it. So I'm thinking the best place for the Talbot house will be up here in the corner, make that a big feature spot, add in my gazebo and my little pond like I had before around it, and probably a place for them to sit and eat that picnic table. We'll see about that. And then I have to think through, as I said, where I'm going to put the firehouse, and then of course the fire truck that goes with it. The hospital still hasn't been put in here, and some of these other buildings. So I'm going to work on those, and then I will come back when I have made some more progress and show you what I have accomplished. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a ton more done. There's a lot added back in, but there's still a lot to go. It just takes a lot of time to really think through how best to put everything. Now, I decided to put my firehouse and my hospital up here. I always like to combine those with the fire truck behind them, trying to leave space in between things. I'll put grass in here in between where the stilt house is. And my big thing was just getting pathways going to everything. I already had this dirt path, and I do have this cute little guy here on that motorcycle, so I wanted to use the dirt path. So I still need to figure out what to do in this section. And I did combine stone and dirt here because of the stone with the pond, the gazebo, and also it just looks a little nicer to break that up a little bit for some of these spaces. So it's just not so stark with the brick everywhere, but the brick does look good with this though, however. So we've got our little sale bargain bin store here, the farmer's market, all these items. I've got a lot of these plants in. I just need to think through what I want around all the edges of these. And of course, my main thing I do is bunching things together to make little kind of vignettes, and then spreading out space around them. So like I've got my tree houses here together with a bunch of trees, and I do plan to have a lot of grass just so it looks nice. But as you can see, I still have a ton of items in here just to kind of put in different places. I'll probably sell off a lot of those fences. I don't think I need that pasture fence. So lots of cute little things to go in places, and I just need to think through exactly where I want to put everything still. So good amount of items to go yet, but it's getting there. I think we're getting there, and I will leave space for gift bushes to decorate with, as well as other just plants and just to make it look pretty. So we'll keep on plugging away and see where we get. And I am finished. Well, you know, as finished as I'll ever be. And I'm actually going to start right here at the base of the island because I have made changes, of course, even to the front. I went ahead and put my swing down here and the cute little planters down here at the base, and then scooted my Orchid Island sign up here. Since it now has those inverted fences, I thought it looked cute in the corner. Got another mountain laurel. See, I'm already getting more gift bushes, so I'm making myself more space for those. I love them. They're so pretty. And again, this kind of like the checkerboard path here, so I've got lots of space for gift bushes to be dropped, and then I can quickly see them and then place them where I want, because I do have them kind of tucked in all around and lots of different spaces here. So this part of the island, of course, is the same as it was, but the top part here is what has changed the most. So we've got lots going on, tons of flowers here on the side, another swing up here by the bridge, And then I have changed this up. I have inverted the corners of the pathway here for this big square so that I could put in the prize for secrets right there, the cute little June and her doggy eating. And then I also have the balanced out with a checker, or chess game rather, in that corner. I've also gone ahead and made those domes like I showed you previously with the trellis pathway. All it needs is to connect a path on all four sides and it creates that dome. So I've done that here at the base, on the side. Now I don't have it here. I did have the trellis just to kind of match the style of it on there. And then I've added in some more hedge pathways here just to kind of balance it out, make it look finished. I added in this cute path here that I had with the flowers because I feel like that matches nicely, leading into this other little kind of shed here with more plants. Got more gift bushes here, and now this is all set with just the extra little additional things. Landscaping's done, all the extra little goodies are stuck in here for selling things. Cute little kids at their table there. Just lots of little details were added in and changed up a little bit there. Plants all added in. The car here and the picnic area were added just because, just to kind of finish off that roadway there. So it just kind of finishes there. We've got the shed up here for the garden, the gazebo and the wishing well, and now they're all surrounded by flowers and have a full design to them. And of course the pathway going up to the Talbot house. I've got the garden house here by the rotunda, and this is kind of its own little space, like a little spa area here. Again, lots of empty space, and there's actually a lot of empty space tucked behind these buildings where I can easily add in more gift bushes that just add a little extra life and color peeking out behind buildings. And of course you could add to where I've got just green grass too, but I like to have some of that green grass around. Got the guy mowing the lawn with all this little springy flowers. I've tried to tuck in the grass, the long grass, in areas where you don't notice the squared off look to them. The cute little girls who make the flower crowns. This area is slightly adjusted with the water. I created a path, dirt path that goes back that matches with where these little piggies are running. And of course more green grass back there as well. The water's pretty much the same. I did add another gift bush up here by the stilt house, more grass all in this area, and a planter to finish it off. I've got my little swing set here leading up into the stilt house. Again, the pathways, mixing stone and brick just to break it up a little, make it match better. Now behind my townhouses, I now have my completion prize for secrets, which I wanted to add there because it's perfect little backyard camping area. So cute with all the little kids playing, and they look pretty young, so they need to be in their yard. And the pool is highlighted now as well as the guy doing the laundry, so that's all cute. Have some trees here. I moved the cookout area to beside the tree house because you've got the nice picnic table here. We do have some random trick-or-treaters, but they're cute, and you know what? Kids like to dress up and play no matter what time of year it is, so that works all the time. Got the other tree house behind it, so it looks like it's just being added onto like a giant tree fort. And of course all my animals for the barn, the stable area, some fences there, the dirt path going down here, and then this heather path, which I love, that can be found in the tip shop. So cute. Another mountain laurel back here because they're beautiful. And then again, I've tucked in some grasses, the longer grasses, in different spots where it just looked right and fit well. And then there's those cute little cows. I found a good spot to put them with the creek coming down now from the back. I scooted my rail track bridge up here where it looks like it's just an old abandoned rail track, but the bridge obviously is still useful. And we got little boy Blue back there who let the cows out because he's sleeping. She's trying to wake him up. Again, this area is all the same, but just very summery and springy and fun. So that is the top of my orchid, and I did purposely wait to finish this video until I had those final prizes from Secrets, and I had really adjusted things a lot better, especially this area. I love this with the hedge paths and the domes now. I've gotten a lot of those ideas from doing those spotlight videos, so please check out the spotlight videos playlist if you haven't, on my YouTube channel, because I have featured about 25 different players, and they all have different styles of decorating, and they're all really great inspiration for your own islands. And we'll look up here too, because I have made a few changes back here. I decided to go ahead and highlight those flags from travels. Now, I did a quick post on Facebook today showing just 2 images showing how you can either do this to highlight them, and I've got more space, I'll move that tree out, and then it can wrap around as we get a couple more flags in for the next couple months. But you can, you know, highlight them like this, or I used to have them tucked in behind this building here, the window shopping, that little hat shop there, because you can stick it in beside a building on the left hand side, and then all you're really seeing is just the flower element at the top because it hides the flag part. So that's another way of using those if you don't want to show the globes, and that's how I previously have for a long time. But I like these here. I feel like it's kind of fitting with the estate and everything, and you've got the Venice set down here. So this has changed slightly since I showed you in the last video. There are some extra little decorations added in, some more flowers added in, and just things tucked around in a little different way. Mostly just flowers have changed, and of course those travel flags here. So that is my orchid. I really love the beautiful spring, summer, all the time look to it. Of course, I'll be adding more and more gift bushes. Things get tweaked, things get added as you earn decorations, etc. Now, if you'll remember, like I told you, I pulled those greenhouses from Willow Island, and I need to build those back. And don't worry either, I have actually, I've got more scenes already to open up that I haven't even done yet. So tons of these I can go ahead and open. Because of that playground I put on Marigold, so that was a huge flower count. And I'm going to just go to Willow really quick and show you my plan for that. I actually do have that annex building and the other little additions, the domes for the greenhouses building, so that's going to be more. So that was the alcoves. I've got 2 alcoves, and then I just have my space for the 2 greenhouses to go in when I save the coins. But already that's, you know, these are 120 each, and then that's of course 40. So that will be 280 right there coming in. And then if we go over to Snowdrop, just a reminder now, this is all my packed in area. Of course, I do have space down here, plenty of space actually, for a whole to build all the seasonal set for December, and this is all going to move throughout this month. I've got, again, more things building here by tomorrow. I've got over 800 flowers going in. I'll have actually over 1,000 when I count the ones from Willow too. So by tomorrow I'm going to have way more scenes opening up. All of this is going to move because I'm perpetually building things. I've got even more on Marigold that are being built, or one more. And that one is worth 500, the berry bog. So, as I said, I don't have that much more to go. I only need 18 more stars to open this. I can easily do that with current scenes that I've already been able to unlock. And now I'm going to be able to even unlock even more. So those 2 will be open. I'll scoot more things over from Snowdrop, pack them in here for now. And I'm not too worried how it looks. I did slightly arrange this as far as the water goes, just to see what I had, to see if I would need more water space, if it looked too crowded. I'm not going to have my water in this section of Marigold. It'll be scooted up, but I kind of did want to get an idea of what it would look like. So as I said, I'm not too worried though. I'm going to be packing things in. This is what I purposely bought to get myself progressing, was this cute playground. Again, that's worth 2,400 flowers, and it's a great little entryway into the island. You've got your little sign here pointing things out, and a cute picnic area in the playground before you actually enter into Marigold. And again, I'm going to have 2 more mist spots cleared out, so I'll be able to fit a bunch more things over here, just stacking them in for now. But this is not a junk island. The difference is that I'm actually going to be using every single one of these decorations for this island. So they're not wasted. They're not just junk stuff I don't want. They're all things I'm planning to use. But they're actually working for me in the moment. Now, I do have things in storage actually still that I'm not using. Some things I might just tweak or change out a little bit, just these minor things. But I also have these that I cannot sell, but they're great to plop down if you need to just advance a level. So I keep them on the boat for that purpose. So if you have a help wanted task that says advance a level, then you can easily accomplish that. So that's just a really important strategy to have. Keep some higher value items that you don't want to decorate with on your boat, and then you can use those to level up when you need to level up. But of course, like I said, I will be leveling up plenty just with all of those items from all three of these islands. So you have things building on them. So I'll be leveling up with no problem at all. So we'll go back to Orchid again. Now I'm saving up coins, of course, for those greenhouses on Willow Island. Jack is actually going out and he'll be giving me 9,000 coins, so that's pretty awesome. I don't ever use diamonds on this or waste to do it faster. Not worth it. They also just started a new thing where if you don't quite have enough materials you can use diamonds. I do not plan to do that either. It's just a waste of diamonds, to be frank. So I use my diamonds for drinks, and the only other thing I really spend diamonds on is occasionally sweep the board. The very last scene I will do it on. I didn't need to this time because I really do try to practice the scenes ahead, but I will occasionally use them on the very last scene, the very last step only. And really the goal is to just start over again and play until you get it down. Again, I study scenes first, practice them, if possible play them if they're at a level I've already done, and then it just makes it easy and you don't have to worry about wasting diamonds or time, and you can get it fairly easily. So that is my springy Orchid Island. I really love it. I will probably be replacing some of these bushes with gift bushes as I get enough of them, just to make it look special, and as they change out throughout the different months, because they always feature different gift bushes for each month. I do love the mountain laurels now, and I've got a lot of those tucked in all over the place, so I'm making good use of those. And I also love these doll's eyes too. They're no longer available, but I have a bunch of them all over the island, kind of spread out, just really beautiful. And it's nice to have some variety. And again, because I'm using those high flower count decorations like the greenhouses, which I'll be getting 2 more of those on Willow, and that will be 4,800 flowers. That's a ton. It just opens up a ton of scenes for you without having to pack it in with little junky decorations that you don't actually want. So my goal is to have my island look exactly how I want it, and not only this island, but all of my islands looking exactly how I want them to look and decorated in a really beautiful way. So hope you enjoyed Orchid Island and my eternal spring on Orchid Island. Again, check out the spotlight videos because you'll get lots of other ideas of how other people decorate, which is totally unique and different. And there's also the beginner basic videos to help you with just regular gameplay and strategy and all the basics you need in order to play and succeed at June's Journey. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again.